What's up, everybody? This is Kristen Marie, certified sex therapist, bringing you the next video in our sex myth series, where together we take down one annoying sex myth after another, and together discover what the real truth is. And this week's myth is one of my favorites. It is sexual desire should just happen. And if it's not happening, then something just must be wrong with one or both of the partners or in the relationship. It's not too uncommon for me to have a couple tell me something like, when we were dating, we just couldn't keep our hands off of each other, and we really just want to feel that way in our marriage now because other areas of our life we're doing pretty well, but we just don't feel that sexual desire like we did when we were dating. And this is what I want to speak about today, because the reality is this is not too uncommon. So we're going to cover just a few things in a really short video. This is a massive topic, but hopefully this is something to at least get, if anyone out there watching is seeing some familiarity in some of the things that we're talking about, that maybe they'll just get the ball rolling for finding out some more information and moving toward feeling like this is an area that is a strength in your life versus something that brings you more stress and disappointment. Barry and Emily McCarthy, authors of the book Rekindling Desire, which is fantastic, by the way, they write, the challenge is to integrate intimacy, non-demand pleasuring, erotic scenarios, and techniques. And there's another quote from another one of my favorite authors on this topic, Esther Perel. She writes, when I listen to couples complain about the listlessness of their sex lives, they sometimes might want more sex, but they always want better. And the better is to reconnect with that quality of renewal, of playfulness, of aliveness, of curiosity, of mystery, of transcendence. That is the part of the erotic. So the reality is we must find a way to integrate positive anticipation and challenge any belief that you may not deserve, have time, or even need pleasure in your life. So what is positive anticipation? Esther Perel has another quote. She says, anticipation, which is a mortar to desire, the ability to imagine it as if it's happening, to experience it as if it's happening, while nothing is happening and everything is happening at the same time. So what she's describing there is, it requires a sense of permission for one to let their mind go there. You know, as time goes on, life happens, things get crazy and busy, and there's checklists and things that we have to do and get done, and sexuality and intimacy start dropping down the priority list. It doesn't seem obvious that it should be at the top, because when compared to these other pressing matters, it just automatically goes to second or third place, and before someone knows it, it's gone, or it just is not at the forefront anymore. And so what Esther Perel was describing is a renewal of this sense of permission to allow one to think of erotic scenarios with their partner, to let this become something that is frequent for them. But not only is it permitted at this time in their life, but it's desired, and it can be right up there with the multiple checklist things that they have to get done that day. There's this other piece to their life and their day or their relationship that is about curiosity and letting go and pleasure, and it is just as important as those checklists. So what's pretty sad about this, and what's also quite common, is that when couples or individuals don't understand how this all works, they replace what can be, that curiosity and playfulness and positive anticipation with things like guilt and pressure, shame, and one of the biggest ones is duty. And if any of these things are at play, they are major barriers to cultivating sexual desire for an individual and definitely for the couple. And that just makes it nearly impossible for this to be an area that is growing and thriving. So with some practice, people begin to notice that it's so much easier to be playful with their partner, to be curious, and to thrive in the mystery of each other. So, like most human experiences, sexual desire and arousal require awareness and accurate information. They require intention. They require attention. meaningful cultivation, and lots of practice. It does not just happen, and nor is it fireworks every single time. So bring back the mystery, get curious, and I will leave you with one final quote from Marcel Proust. Mystery is not about traveling to new places, but about looking upon the familiar with new eyes. I hope you continue to enjoy some of the information shared in this series, and by the end of the year, who knows? You just might end up feeling a little more sexually informed. All right, rock on.